A Creola councilman is accused of pulling a gun on a fellow council member, both in court today.
Councilman Harold Martin arrested last month, accused of pulling a handgun on a councilman, Avis Walker. That happened in November of last year. In court today, after both men testified, the charge was dropped.
Walker testifying for the prosecution, he approached Martin, who was sitting in a truck, to talk, and that Martin told him to stop harassing his wife, reaching into his pocket, pulling out a gun and putting it in his lap, pointing toward him. Martin testified in his defense that he didn't pull out a gun, didn't even have one in his pocket, but did say, quote, "You're bullying my wife, please don't do it again."
After about an hour of testimony, the judge in the case ruled there wasn't enough evidence to sustain the charge. Both sides still sticking to their version.
He told me from day one that he basically carries a gun like most people does in his car, but he keeps it in his console. And this particular day, he didn't have a gun in his pocket, doesn't carry a gun in his pocket, doesn't even own that type of gun. Never took the gun out from the console.
You testified he pulled a gun and put it on his lap, right?
Right. He did. He did have a gun, and he put it on his lap.
Martin didn't speak after that, never came out during testimony about what the accusation of harassment or bullying concerned. As for why an arrest warrant wasn't issued until months after the alleged incident, Walker testified he didn't sign a complaint that day. The two men will continue to sit on the Creola City Council.
Of course, this isn't the only controversy Creola City leaders have been dealing with lately. Former Creola police officer Sergeant Don Tuberville claimed he was shot at a few weeks ago during a traffic stop. Behind me is the body cam video from shortly after that alleged incident. A Mobile County Sheriff's Department investigation claimed that Tuberville made the whole story up. Well, after days of maintaining his story and facing a polygraph test, Tuberville suddenly changed the story, claiming, and we quote, "It didn't happen the way I said it happened." Meanwhile, Sheriff Sam Cochran says he does not expect criminal charges to be filed.